So a new, so a new, this shit is ridiculous. So a new story has come out about the possibility of what could have happened that night between Tory Lanez, Meg Thee Stallion. First of all, I don't know the validity of these claims. That's one. Two, I might need to change my name from Jack Frost to Bennett. Don't let that go over your head. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then.
Oh, Black Dynamite, I wish it was that simple, but this is much bigger than you and me.
Hey, little mama. It may be bigger than you, and it may be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than you and me. Can you dig it?
BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. This shit, I don't know what to say. I mean, as usual. So apparently, another side of the story has been released. Okay, so before we go any further, I just want to make this so clear. I do not know the validity of what I'm going to say right now. I know that this is a thing. I was sent some tweets and I'm bringing it to the public. But I do not personally know the validity of these claims. I just want to be clear on that. So with all that shit being said, so apparently Tory Lanez might not even have been holding the gun that shot Meg Thee Stallion. Okay, now look, this is just so we can be clear. Okay, I don't know what I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I see some tweets in front of you. Obviously, the tweets are by Truth Be Told at user 1583935. I have no idea of the validity of these claims, but I'm gonna read some of these tweets. There was a couple of them. I did not use them all. These are the ones that I used for specific purposes. I just want to be clear on this. The top one, as you can say, says he knew he was drunk, so he was not quick to deny it. He was not quick to deny it because he could recall the night, but not that part. Later, it was found out it wasn't him. Meg's team thought it was best to roll with the story that Tory shot her. Now, let me lay down a scene for y'all real quick. Allegedly, you got a minimum of 4 drunk people in the vehicle. Now it's being said that Tory Lanez was not in the back seat. So the first thing that I want to say is, who in the hell put out the story that Tory Lanez was in the back seat? Because somebody put that out. Because I literally heard that somewhere. Did we just to be all fairness, did we just surmise this on our own? Did we accumulatively come to the conclusion that the only way that she could have been shot, because you see, what we heard is she was in the passenger seat and she didn't want to ride no more, so she got out of the passenger seat and began to walk. That's what we heard. I do not know the validity of these claims. I don't know how valid this account is, but hold on. So basically, I think we just assume that Tory Lanez was in the passenger seat. Now they're saying Tory Lanez is driving. So there's a couple of problems that I have with this, even with this story. I can't say that I believe it entirely. Maybe somebody just made this shit up. Maybe this is 100% the truth. There's a couple of things here that it could lend itself to reality, but there's a couple of other things I got problems with. Because if you're telling me that Tory Lanez was too drunk to remember what happened that night, to not sober enough to remember he didn't shoot a nigga, my next question is, how the hell was he driving? I've been inebriated to the point where my memory has been questionable. I could barely walk, nevertheless drive without getting into an accident. So I just, whatever. Goes on to say they never told Tory he wasn't the one who shot her, which is why it took a while for him to come out with a statement. He was still confused as fuck. Now, as long as you're not telling me that Tory Lanez was driving, because I'm not saying he wasn't driving, I'm just saying that makes 100% perfectly good sense to me. Somebody being inebriated, not remembering the night, and then you updating them and telling them, and they're not really sure, so they're just believing you. So right now, it seems like the story that, I don't know if this is Meg's team, pardon me, not Meg. I don't know if this is Tory Lanez's team. I have not the slightest idea. But the story that seems like they're going to be going with is Tory Lanez ain't shooter. They know. They tried to put it off on Tory. Now, one of the most important things about this whole fiasco, if you're really trying to get down to the bottom of anything, is what seems to be the fact that Megan Thee Stallion and her friend Kelsey are not friends any further. Because apparently the story that's being told is Kelsey was in the back seat with her boyfriend. So there was arguing going on, but it wasn't between Kelsey and Tory. It was most likely just couples fighting, Tory and, I don't know, because we hear that there's a fight. But one thing that now they're trying to say is, basically, some people are trying to say Kelsey accidentally shot her. I don't know. Once again, these are just what these tweets are saying. One of the tweets literally says Kelsey accidentally shot her. They were playing with the gun in the back seat. She got shot. I got a couple of problems with that. But at the same time, it kind of makes sense. Like, first of all, if they shot her while they was in the car, the vehicle would have to have bullet holes in it. Cops would have seen that. I would have guessed if they checked the vehicle. We don't know if they did or not. Second, if she got out the vehicle and then she got shot, that means you're trying to tell me that Kelsey leaned out the vehicle, pointed the gun, and then it accidentally discharged. It is more believable that the gun discharged accidentally inside of the vehicle, and that's why she got hit in the back of her feet with maybe shrapnel or debris, because she was just sitting there. The gun discharged, shit flew into her feet. That could be why she got out the vehicle and started walking in the first place and was told to get back in the vehicle so they could drive to the hospital. The story that this particular tweet is putting out there, notice, I'm not saying all of this shit is real. I'm not saying this shit is real at all. I'm just bringing you information. The story that was put out on this particular tweet says, just so we could be clear, Tory Lanez instructed Megan Thee Stallion to get back into the vehicle so he could then drive her to the hospital. Now, there's another thing that I want to say real quick. When Megan Thee Stallion first came out and was talking about this topic, she never said Tory shot her initially. She said the person that shot her meant to do her harm. She didn't even say the person that shot her meant to shoot her. Just so we could be clear. She said the person that shot her meant to do her harm. And for those wondering why nobody said anything, allegedly, Meg's team, I don't know what the fuck, but allegedly Meg's team bribed/paid off Tory's and the LAPD to go with that story. Now, a couple of things I want to say real quick. First thing is this. Megan Thee Stallion, when all of this stuff first dropped, let's just be clear on something. She did not name Tory Lanez as anything until days after. We thought she was protecting we thought Megan was protecting Tory. Turns out, guess what they're saying? Nobody remembers the events of the night. All of the events of the night have been confused, basically. Everybody is having a problem remembering the events of the night. Okay, so that's one thing. Another thing is this. I heard Kelsey is going to be coming out and telling her side of the story soon. If her side of the story lines up with what Tory is saying, who thinks Megan Thee Stallion career or her, integrity how much people respect and are defending her, who thinks that's in jeopardy? Also, just so we can even be more clear, I think the fact that all of these rappers are coming out and speaking out on Tory Lanez is something. That might lend to the idea that people are pissed off at Tory Lanez because he's independent. Rick Ross went at Tory Lanez. Rick Ross is a dude that signs people. Maybe they want to make it look like, look, don't go independent or we will absolutely destroy your career. I don't know. I'm not saying that's what Rick Ross is doing either. I think he's just trying to sell some shit. So like Rick Ross is trying to sell some champagne, smart cars, and chicken wings and some shit. I don't know what's going on. Shout out to Rick Ross. He's just trying to make a buck. Not even mad at him. But let me know what y'all guys think about this story. How possible do you think this is? Go to that IG, go to that Twitter yourself. The Twitter handle, as you can see right there, is at user 1583935, and look at it yourself and decide how much validity do you give these tweets. I don't know. I'm not trying to tell you what to think. I'm just giving you information. At this point, I'm thinking everybody need to walk around with them damn body cams, because you niggas be lying. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.
Mike Oh, Black Dynamite, I wish it was that simple, but this is much bigger than you and me.
Hey, little mama. It may be bigger than you, and it may be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than you and me. Can you dig it?